we're going to keep it rolling right now. This is somebody that doesn't usually come to the forefront. She is the membership coordinator for the CCDL, executive member. Please help me welcome Cheryl Lemos.
Hi, my name is Cheryl Lemos. I'm a membership coordinator for the Connecticut Citizens Defense League. And since Scott stole my thunder, I'm still going to say it. We have almost 7,100 members. That's my husband, Chris, right there. Chris waits, everybody. Chris writes the blog for the Connecticut Citizens Defense League, so make sure you check that out. Now, when we were first dating and things began to get serious, there came a time when I had to broach a subject that would either make or break our relationship. So I came right out and said, because I don't miss words, I hope it doesn't bother you, but I own a few guns. He goes, he said, what's a few guns? I said, a few shotguns, a few handguns, a few rifles. And he asked me to marry him right then and there. That's a true story. And then before we were married, I made a consensual prenuptial agreement. The understanding was that I would always own more guns than him. And that's all about balance of power. And that's what the Second Amendment is about. Now in our case, it's mostly in jest, but I do own more guns than him, and I always will. Now, our founding fathers, they were quite serious about the Second Amendment. They knew firsthand when the balance of power tilts in the... They knew firsthand what happens when the balance of power tilts in favor of a tyrannical government. The antis will argue that private citizens don't need certain types of guns, that we don't need certain types of ammunition, that we don't need a certain number of bullets in a magazine. What the antis refuse to understand is that it's not about need. It's about balance of power. The right to keep and bear arms, its uninfringibility of such, is a counterweight in this balance. The Constitution gives the Congress the power to raise and support a standing army. The people have the Second Amendment to keep that standing army in check. Now, the antis don't understand why we won't agree to common sense legislation. They don't understand why we won't compromise for the safety of the public, the perceived safety of the public. Why not indeed? Governor Malloy has stated repeatedly that new gun law is the first step, a good first step. Hey, Daniel, what's the next step? And then what's the next step after that? Now, I'm not an alarmist, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, and I don't have to be. The next steps are obvious to me. Every common sense law, every compromise chips away at our rights. Each piece of common sense legislation is a step forward in the incremental disarmament of the American people. My haircut's nice. Where's the balance in that? Connecticut State Senator Ed Meyer proposed a common sense bill that would make it illegal to sell, purchase, transport, donate, or possess a firearm that holds more than one round. One round. Where's the balance in that? Where's the common sense in that?
What about pressure cookers?
Would they limit us to muskets? Oh, you bet they would. There are many antis that would argue that the Second Amendment was devised with only muskets in mind. Yeah, right. Speaking of muskets, much like the legislators who purposely try to misinterpret the Constitution, my husband tried to circumvent our prenuptial agreement. He claims that his wax powder guns shouldn't count towards his limit threshold. And like all those antis debating the merits of gun control, from time to time, he makes a seemingly logical argument. Well, sweetie, I'm not falling for it. And Governor Malloy, I'm not falling for you either.
Yeah!